Okay, Germany versus Portugal, Nations League semi-final. Let's get into it. First bit of play, Germany building up over here. Let's see, hold up play comes through, dribbles, penalty, follow through. Lots of things we can break down. Let's just start with the build-up. All right, again, great use of the body here. Using one arm to feel where your closest defender is. Like he has at least an arm's length worth of space between himself, the defender, and the ball. So he does that brilliantly. Then he look, just look at that. He holds it up. Not much the centre back can do. That's the best he can do. He's just being counted really well. He holds it up, passes it off to the late runner. I guess the thing I would flag is that Bernardo here should be chasing the running midfielder closer, but it is what it is. He goes blindside. German player goes blindside. That's great running. He runs through. All right. From here, it's a bit of a no man's land for Portugal. Like, who's gonna step in? He's in like equidistance from almost everyone. Should it be Ruben Diaz here? Should it be this defender? Not really sure. Let's see how it pans out. He attacks the space really well. All right, Ruben's not going to make it, but at the same time, the German player is sandwiched here already. So um, let's just see how it plays out. So what he does is he tries to toe poke the ball into this space. It's hard to say from this angle. I personally don't think it was a foul. When you're trying to dribble through people like that, you're naturally going to bite. Feel for any bites, and you're just going to fall down. So not a foul from me. But then again, reaction time. Again, we could say it's lucky because all the Portuguese players are calling for the foul. So they're kind of ball watching already because they're expecting the whistle to blow, they're expecting the protest. But we've got a striker here who's already running, and then, he just pounces in. And by the time he takes the shot, it's probably too late. Just want to say prop up to this defender. This was good defending. He's in L shaped, his legs are L shaped, front L, back L. This is great, but that's a great curling shot. Keeper, well done as well. He saves it. Good piece of play from there as well. Okay, next build up. Sane here. He drives in, up, cuts inside, goes left, takes a shot. Great save from the keeper. So, right, Sane is driving in. He's left footed. So, good stuff. This, I like the good call here. Defender's telling him, like, all right, I got the hit. I got my man. You, Nuno Mendes, should be up here with Kimmich. And then he runs through. Sane's going to beat him for pace. But all right. I think Nuno Mendes does the smart thing. He stands here. Because the danger to the goal is looking from a horizontal perspective. If the ball is here, it's not as dangerous if the ball is here. So this is a good stand. This is a great defending. He jockeys and delays, waits for support, and then eventually Sane just does not want to take him on, forces him on the inside, and then all right. I think Sane does the right thing as well. He's not going to use Kimmich anymore from here, so he's trying to find a way in. He finds the right ball, the attacker here, who's waiting on the edge. Ideally, one Portuguese player should be uptight, should be reading this, but at the speed of play, it's going to be really hard. Again, L-shaped defending. This is good stuff. Good stuff from both defenders. Gets a shot. You know, Keeper saves it. All is good. You see the L-shaped defending of both players over here. So this is good stuff. Then it's a good save. Next bit of highlights. All right, next play, build up play. All right, so just here at this stage, still a general um, build up. You could say nobody's out here. We have the defensive line and then the midfield line, but then again, it's just not close enough. It's really, really not close enough, and that's just not good enough. It gives Kimmich way too much time. And then from here, I want to pin the responsibility on it. This German player has like four players in his orbit, maybe three. This one has the center back. One of them has to take responsibility, and you got to follow number 17 because by the time the ball's dipped in, he's gone past you, it's done. And because of that, Portuguese players thinks he's offside. He's not because he just ran behind you, and that's it. That's it. It's just literally, literally from the late run over here. Great. He goes blindside of at least two players, and then that's it. It's done. Right back, driving inwards, takes a shot. That's just great individual goal. Nothing more we can say. Could we? Could this defender have defended a bit better? In hindsight, you could always say, yeah, he should have. Well, let's just pull it frame by frame. Hard to say, but at this point, he's already off balance. I believe this player is left-footed. He's gonna take the next touch. Yep, left-footed. So I don't know. When you're like when you're so high up the pitch, I would personally think it's better to just try to jockey him, make him go back, stand in front of him, not leave him the space to cut inside. A bit unlucky over there. He gets unbalanced. We're gonna watch the runs. The right back pulls this defender away, and then this striker pulls the centre back away, which opens up space. This was great running, by the way, you know, and then a great finish to top it off. So all good stuff. Right, now to build up. Left back here gets the ball. Nuno Mendes, I believe, takes it in, wins the ball back, passes it to Bruno. Bruno lays it off. He keeps his run. That's the most important thing. That's the most important. He keeps his run. You could criticize that the fullback should have done this German midfielder should have done better, but very, very hard to say. Very easy to point fingers, but very hard to say in the moment. The player's faster than you. He's got momentum. He runs behind you, takes it on. All right. You could argue something about the line over here, the defensive line, but there isn't much we can conclude from this angle. At this point, Ronaldo's just, waiting that. All right, another build up. Let's just see from here. Good carry, hits the post. This is the carry here. It's late in the game. Midfielders are tired. Defenders are a bit stretched out. It's a bit of a 3-on-4, maybe you can say 4-on-4 over here. He waits, he takes it, sees the space. There's an argument to be made about him making the run here so that the fullback can just drive in, waiting for more support. It's a little bit slow over here, or a good clean feet. He finds the room, but defender does good enough to just force the shot. I think on his weak side, hits the post, and that's it. Ooh. Something to say about keeper positioning. Maybe a little bit too central at this moment, but hits the post. What's done is done. Last bit of attack. If you know you have a teammate who can throw it long, make the blindside run, stretch them out because this stretches out the centre back. This is exactly what Ronaldo has done. All right, he stretched them out. All right. Granted, this fullback recovers. He has chop. The case to be made from the first shot is that, ideally could he have been a bit more central over here, allowing him to take a better shot, not needing to get in the scramble here, forcing a toe poke. Yeah, you could say that. Toe pokes it, and then this one. All right, the ball is already behind him as he comes. Great save, yeah, but I think he's made the best out of what he could in that situation. So we'll see it from here. So toe pokes from Jota, great save, and then the ball is here already, kind of behind him. Good laser shot. All right, it's the best he could do. So, and that wraps up the game.